Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have a few tips for what you absolutely need to be doing in Madden right now. Tip number one, I'm going to be talking about investing, and you want to invest in these Isaiah Simmons and Derrick Henry cards. As you see, both of them are somewhere around 300k. I suggest getting Isaiah Simmons around like 293, should be pretty easy, and Derrick Henry around like 305. Personally, I have already invested in 9 Isaiah Simmons cards and 2 Derrick Henry cards. I would say wait until these cards reach a price of like 520 to 550k. I think that's where they should rebound to. Derrick Henry, I think, should rebound to about 600k. So I would say wait until those prices arise, which should be somewhere around Saturday, maybe as early as Friday, no later than Sunday, I think. Okay, tip number 2 is going to be a coin making method here. We are going to be looking to try to find training at about a 10 CPT, which for 91s is going to be 70,000. I think that's the easiest filter, as we see 72,000. That's not too far out of the budget. Some filters I like are pretty much all of the weekly filters, so you can go by Team of the Week, Legends, Rising Stars, all of that. Okay, so I just went through all the filters. Right now this 72,000 is still the lowest, which isn't a bad price, but basically I'm going to talk about what we are doing once we get those cards or that card. I suggest getting as much training as you want, but not too much. I wouldn't really go over, like, I'd say 21,000 trainings, probably the most you want to do at once. And then what you're going to do is go into the training store. I know a lot of people are talking about this 78 overall zero chill player, but we don't want to do that. We want to open up these packs over here, these base offense and base defense, and then we're going to work out the math there. Typically, you can find some good playbooks that sell for, on average, about 3,500 coins, and they will sell often. So you want to get those packs, and then you calculate it out so that however much you spend, you can spend the rest of that training on these 78 pluses, and you can try to pull a limited. If you don't, just quick sell everything, convert it to snow, and then roll these 85 pluses to try to pull a limited. I think like that is a perfect method, because whatever you get is automatically going to be free profit. And if you want, instead of being risky and pulling the 85 pluses, you can do the training enough so that you can just get one of these 92 pluses or the 93s, because I would say that you can sell, as long as you get the right playbooks, about 45 playbooks an hour. So you're going to chalk that up to after tax. We're saying they sell for 3,500 after tax. So that's going to mean you are going to be able to sell about 157,000 worth of playbooks an hour, and I'm estimating on the low end. So you can spend 21,000 training and pretty much make it all back, what you need, in an hour and 20 minutes, I would say. You are going to spend 9,000 training on those playbooks, which means that you will have 12,000 training left over to roll those 78 pluses, which is a total of 13 packs. So you can roll that pack 13 times, and as long as you get some decent pulls, you should end up with at least 70,000 snow, I want to say, to roll that 85 plus, which is a solid number. But yeah, just to show you that I'm not being crazy when I say playbooks sell for a decent price. There's the Dolphins defense. I know that playbook sells often. I've had very much success with that. I also have success with the Chiefs defense, which is going to be all the way down here at 4.7k, which is another solid playbook. Like you see, I was underestimating what these playbooks are going to be. Raiders West Coast is up to around 7k. That is insane. That playbook is probably the best one to sell. Patriots spread is kind of low. That playbook is also easy to sell, but it's a little bit under what we're looking for. Ravens offense is good. That's at 4,500. And Saints offense is the other playbook that I sell. They're like right around there. So all of these playbooks, when you add them up, you're probably selling for about 4K per book act. So in reality, you're gonna have more than 13 packs. You're probably gonna have closer to 15 packs where you can easily roll that snow. You should have about 90,000 snow, I'd say. There is no risk because you're making it all back with those playbooks. And if you want, you can continue to open playbooks. It just allows for a bigger profit margin if you do pull an LTD. And I feel like a lot of people want to roll these packs, but while you have the time, I would invest in these Isaiah Simmons and Derrick Henry cards and then worry about trying to pull for the next LTDs when they come into packs, because I don't think those cards are going to go up as much considering that they are around 500K right now, I want to say. Yeah, as we look at it, Marlon Humphrey and Ricky Williams are both under 500K, so they probably won't spike up so much more than like 450. So once these cards dip down, I would not suggest investing. I would suggest doing the method to try to pull them, because I think that's the only way that you're going to make profit on this second set of LTDs. Meanwhile, the first set, you're going to make a ton of profit just by investing, because it's going to clear out the market. And once these cards are out of packs, the market will start to rise back up. It's not going to go back to nearly where it was, but considering they were at 800K and 1.1 million before, I'd say that 550K is definitely something they're going to reach. So you should make a good at least 200,000 coins off of those investments. And considering that if you have a good stack, you can probably invest in 10 of those cards and still have some leftover coins. Like I did, at least. I invested in 12 cards. I currently have 11. So I should be able to make back off of those 11 cards. I'm thinking I can make 500K per card, which is going to give me a total of 5.5 million coins. Just to put that into perspective, I started buying these cards when I had 3.2 million and I haven't done anything with my coins. So these investments should pan out insanely as long as they do what I believe they will. But anyways, those are my 2 tips for these LTDs, what you need to do right now. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Make sure that if you want to stay tuned, you are subscribing with notifications. Like the video if you did enjoy, and until next time, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.